Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and Shine, it's your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham. Episode number 392. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to show you an article I saw. Excuse the reflections of my glasses, please. They're annoying me. I can't imagine what they were. I don't know if they're annoying you, annoying me for certain. But we're going to talk about an article that I saw, and then I'm going to explain why I think it's really important that business understands what's going on. So let's have a look at the article, and then I'll come back and have a chat to you. So this is our article that I saw, and it's going to sound weird to you that I'm highlighting it, but see here it says, Facebook flags Linux topics as cybersecurity threats, posts and users being blocked. Now this is back on January the 28th of 2025. So it might all be done and dusted by now, but it really did raise something that concerned me. And it's not that people just get blocked and stopped from speaking about certain things. But okay, so DistroWatch was one of the largest affected organisations. And this article goes on to say that Facebook was banning posts that mention various Linux-related topics, sites or groups. Some users may also see their accounts locked or limited when posting Linux topics. Major open source operating system news, reviews and discussion site DistroWatch is at the centre of the controversy, as it seems to be the first to have noticed that Facebook's community standards had blackballed it. Goes on to say that Facebook's internal policymakers decided that Linux was malware and labelled groups associated with Linux as being cybersecurity threats. When people started to raise complaints about it, looks like it started on January the 19th. When people started complaining about it, they started to find that their own accounts were being locked. Now, I am going to say that here we are at the beginning of February, and this may all be done and dusted, but it might not as well. I haven't checked today. I will go and check it. But I did think it was actually a really good thing for us to think about as business people. So we use these social media sites because they're free. We can get our Facebook groups with them. We can get our Facebook pages. We can create our communities on them. And many of us run really large communities. We run our customer outreach through it. We run our information and our education processes through it. And it's where we touch a lot of our customer base. So what happens when Facebook changes its policy like that? Now, Linux, for those of you that don't know, Linux is pretty much the code that runs all of, well, let's say a lot, the majority of the servers that are out on the internet. If you've got a web server, it's probably running on Linux. It is a cornerstone of the developer's lifeline. It's the cornerstone of where we do our development. It's the cornerstone of where a lot of the web development occurs. It's a cornerstone of where a lot of large servers run. I know that some of my mates even run Linux desktops because they don't want to use Windows, because Linux is open source, it's relatively stable, it's basically free. So why, I don't even want to talk about why Facebook would want to label it as a cybersecurity threat. They've obviously done something internally. They've had something happen that their user watch, whatever it is, community watch has gone, oh no, or community notes has gone, oh no, we can't allow that. And they've cut off people's ability to talk to their user base. They made a policy change within their own organisation, which they are entitled to do, that affected a company's and many businesses' ability to speak to their user base. And that's the thing that I want to talk about. I've spoken about it before. I'm going to speak about it a few more times, I'm sure. Social media sites that are free, sites that host their own software, their own things, and make you go to their site and send your customers to their site to join so that you can talk to them, are all very good and well. They provide a fantastic service for us. It is a great place for us to find our community and find our target audiences to talk to. But we are at their mercy. We are at their beck and call. They make a policy change. It can impact us, and it can impact us greatly. As business owners, it's incumbent on us to understand the risk that we take doing it. Is it a big risk? Maybe, maybe not. Is it a risk that we need to consider? Absolutely. We need to decide whether that risk is a high risk to us. We need to decide what happens if that risk is realised, and we need to understand how it is we're going to act if and when that risk is realised or when that risk occurs. So what happens to you? And let me ask you this question. What happens to you if you log into Facebook one day and find that your Facebook page has been locked, has been deleted, has been banned, whatever it is, because of a policy change within the Facebook administration team? What happens to you? How much is that going to impact the operation of your business? Have you given your clients other ways of finding you? Do your clients know that you've got a website? Do they know where to find you on your website? Do you have a community section on your website where people can congregate if they can no longer get to you through your Facebook page or your Twitter page, X page, Instagram page? If your YouTube channel gets taken down or your Rumble channel gets stopped for whatever reasons, do you have a place where you keep all of that information, where you have all of that information stored that people can come and find it? That's what I wanted to really raise with you from this. Who would have thought? It wasn't on my 2025 bingo card. Absolutely not. That Linux would be classed as a cybersecurity issue and we wouldn't be allowed to talk about it in a public forum. Absolutely not on my bingo card. But it's happened. And I think it's incumbent on us, and it's a really good time to remember that these sites, they have their own policies, they have their own processes. They allow us to use them for free, mostly, but it's up to them whether they continue to allow us to use them. So what are you guys doing? I'd love to know what you think, your thoughts are. I'd love to know how you think about this sort of stuff and what you have as contingencies if and when it occurs. Please leave comments wherever you're watching or listening to this video. You can send me a DM on any of our social media channels. I will get back to you eventually. Highly recommend you come and join me over on my locals community, askcharlyleetham.locals.com. You can join the conversation there. There's always my website as well. These are always posted on my website under my podcast link, askcharlyleetham.com this time. You can always come and join me on my website as well. So, yeah, you've got multiple ways you can catch up with me. But I would love to know what your thoughts are. I'd love to know how you're handling these things, what you're doing about them. Had you thought about it? Is it a concern for you, or are you just prepared to go, okay, that's fine, we're just moving on? Love to know your thoughts. Please, guys, if you can, like this video, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.